of all our protests has been to the judiciary. Of course, we're going to continue to stay by it and reinstate it, because we can never overemphasize the value that we're placing, because it is not, guess what? The judiciary is on trial, and that's what we're going to see come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the whole world is watching to see what's going to happen, because the evidence of the allegations are there, and we're watching and we're going to see what's going to happen. So today, having to brief us on what's going on, I want to welcome each and every one of you. I see Ginger Media is here as always, and Ojibo is here, Obielekwa is here, Matthew Alkali is here, Alikali is here, Frank, Amy, Ibrahim, Babayo is here. We have Solomon is here, Zare is here, Fortune Onika is here, Rose, thank you to be here, and Ndidi too. So we're going to begin right now because we have exactly 50 minutes. This is 8:40. All the introductions have been done. My name is Dr. Moses Paul. I'm here today to guide you and help you through. Of course, we have a leader, Ndidi is also here. And we're going to be helping and seeing everyone through. We want to just register our presence again. This is day 45 and it's symbolic. We're counting on hours and days, the palpitation and you could feel, almost what's going on if you're here in Abuja, everywhere. We're just waiting for what is going to happen, and so, yes, we have to hope against hope, for what we want to see, in Nigeria. And a lot is going to happen. And I want you to keep hope even as we protest, to hold forth with our demonstrations wherever you are. Are there people who want to open the floor today? If you want to, please lift up your hands as I allow Ndidi and one more leader to speak. And now we're going to call on those who will be lifting up their hands. While you're raising up your hand, I'd like to call on Ndidi to go ahead and speak truth to power.
Good evening, my fellow comrades, and thank you again, Dr. Mo, for, each time you speak, you're on fire. So I'm just going to have to say this again and call upon everyone here that is present. I can see Comrade Austin. Zari is here. Zari, it's good to have you here. Fortune is here. One area and so on. Thank you, everyone that is here. Anyway, let's just go straight to the point. Well, I'm very, 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 very happy today. I shouldn't be happy, but I am, because one of these crooks we've been shouting about, because the problem with our country is that we have so many crooks that have actually been stealing from us for a very long time. And incidentally, one of them have been jailed for almost 10 years in the United Kingdom. We know who this person is. And this is for all those people in this country, in Nigeria, that have been disenfranchised, people that have been under the poverty line for a very, very long time, people that have been suffering, that are not able to leave the shores of Nigeria because they are not able to take themselves out, and they are dying in drones in Nigeria because we don't have a healthcare system that is working. This is for them. And this actually shows that it's possible that one day, if it's not your turn today, will be the next day. So things will continue to go like this, because I tell you, nature, people keep saying, oh, God is so merciful. God is going to show mercy on him. But I'm saying it today that God is actually not a merciful God. He's a God of justice, and will visit each and every one of these people in his own time. No one ever thought that this will happen to this man, but it's happening today. So I am using this opportunity to remind the other crooks, all of you, you're going to pay for whatever you are doing. You are the ones that we know and the ones that you don't know. People are suffering. Do you know how many people that have died of kidney failures in Nigeria, especially our young people? The reason they died is because they don't have any facility, no urology department that works in this country. None, zero. That is why people like this guy would leave the country and have the audacity to go there and think that he's still in Nigeria and go there to commit a criminal offense. You are all going to pay for this, one way or the other. Nemesis will catch up with you. Karma is a she-dog. So it doesn't matter what you do, whether you do it under the light or not, you'll be caught. One day it will happen. You cannot steal from 200 and something million Nigerians and hope to get away with it. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And I'm calling on our judicial system to actually take, even if you don't take anything, take the fact that it's actually possible to do justice to whatever you're doing. We are calling upon them to use the same method that these people used in UK. I'm not just calling upon them to stop this 29th of May inauguration to happen. I'm also calling on them to use the opportunity to jail all these criminals. Try and jail all of them, because they don't deserve to be out there walking the streets of the country when we have so many stuff going on in Nigeria. We are too rich to be poor. Yet these people are stealing constantly from us. I am therefore calling on them to do the right thing. May 29th is just around the corner. We cannot afford to make mistakes here. We can't afford, the whole world is watching us. We are not begging, we are demanding, because this is about justice. If you don't, then God will judge each and every one of you. It's not just you, your families, your generations to come, the ones unborn, every one of you will be tried by God. So today, usually, I mean, I should still be crying, but I'm giving myself a break today, and I'm laughing, because this is something that will happen to every one of these people, whether you like it or not. You can't continue to steal and hope to get away with it. So I'm demanding that the judiciary will do a bit, they do their bit and get this thing sorted out before the 29th, so that we won't have to go through this whole thing of getting people that are there already out. That's what I'm asking for tonight. Thank you, everyone. I yield the mic.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So we'll just move straight. Who came first now? Let me see. Comrade Austin. Comrade Austin, go ahead.
Shout out to you at Dr. Mo. Shout out to you at Didi. Shout out to you at Frank. Shout out to you. Shout out to you at Emmy. Shout out to you at Cecilia. Shout out to you at She. Shout out to you at Fortune. Shout out to you at Ibrahim. Shout out to you at Margaret. Shout out to you as Suwanire. Shout out to you as Obi. Shout out to you at Rose. At Victoria. Shout out to be your comrades. And I count it a privilege indeed. And I wish to make a deposition of my protest tonight again by saying, yeah, as the said, our God is not a merciful God. Indeed, there's this two sides of God, the merciful side and the terror side. Yeah, from what has just happened today, as she earlier remarked, with regards to the news that has been heralded all over about the sentencing of Kurimadu in the UK. Yeah, you can imagine the level of impunity in Nigeria, the level of impunity all over. Those people think they can just do anything and just go scot-free. And that is exactly what Mahmoud, he doesn't deserve to be called a prof. That is what Mahmoud is thinking, or perhaps had thought in his little mind that he's going to get away with his impunity. That is exactly what has happened with a lot of government officials that feel they can just do anything and go scot-free. The level of impunity in Nigeria. Yeah, this is a system in the United Kingdom where the laws reign supreme. The law has no regard for personalities. The law has no regard for individuals. The law has no regard for whatever their names is. Yeah, here he has been sentenced to approximately 10 years in the prison or in Kirikiri, whatever the name is, and alongside the doctor. Yeah, and I want to say this to those guys over here in Nigeria. There's a limit to how far you can go. You might think that you're going to go scot-free with your evil that you've been advancing. But get at the back of your mind that you can, the worst you can do is to do that in Nigeria. But outside the shores of this nation, you are absolutely nothing. Yeah, and I want to say this tonight again to our judiciary. Yeah, you will not go, you will not go scot-free if you decide to act in such a manner that that conveys that indeed that where nobody can just give a judgment that will suit your caprices. Now the impression of what has happened in the UK is it has created an impression that and of course to our mind it has given us an impression that UK as a country is a respected country indeed by virtue of what you have done. Despite the fact that ECOWAS thought that they could actually intervene, it didn't save Ekweremadu. And that is what a nation that is working, truly reflects. That is a sign that this is a nation that deserves to be respected. And Nigeria, our judiciary, just take a clue to what has just happened in the United Kingdom. The rules of the law are supposed to reign supreme. The rules of the land the laws of the land are supreme. The law is not supposed to have respect for any person. Now, here comes a case that all eyes have been to next week. That is judges. You'll be spearheading, you'll be administering. Not just Nigerians are watching, the global community is watching. It is the judgment that you are going to give that will impress on the international community how serious, how respected Nigeria as a country should be. And I challenge you, our judiciary. I challenge you tonight again. Take a clue from what has just happened in the United Kingdom. And I want you to stand tall, stick your head tall, fear nobody, fear no personality. Give a balanced judgment. Look at the Constitution, which to you should be ringing the bell of supremacy. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to which you hold allegiance. And like I've always been saying, that your allegiance should be to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not just to individuals, because you have your own powers to judge this matter in such a way that will impress on Nigerians that, our judiciary have actually come of age. And as a nation, they deserve to be respected by virtue of your judgment. And I challenge you, our judiciary tonight again, that look at what has just happened in the United Kingdom. Despite the plea, close your eyes. If you look at the statue of the justice, there's this blindfolding statue that impresses that judiciary, no personality. That's how I want you to close your eyes and give a judgment that will be favorable to the entity called Nigeria and not just to personality. And I want to challenge my fellow comrade. We're counting days that we're going to launch out. We're not afraid of anything. It is a fight for the survival of Nigeria. It is a fight for the survival of democracy in Nigeria. And I want to challenge my comrade. Be courageous. Be courageous. Be courageous. Charge yourself. Gear yourself. Get ready. Because we're going to come out and let the Nigerians know, and let the national community know that indeed Nigerians, we are a people that should be taken serious. Because in the past, so many things have been happening on the negative side and we've been keeping quiet. And now there's a time that we are saying no. We will not support what injustice. We will not support what is unfair. We will not support anything evil. It doesn't matter our number, but the number of us that are going to come out is enough to, send the message to the international community that, in Nigeria, we have come of age with the citizens. We have awakened ourselves to the consciousness of the fact that it is we that have got to feed this nation. And we will protest, we will be on the streets to register our grievances and to let those people that will be presiding over those cases know that, we are watching them, and we will not rest until the right thing is done. Thank you, my fellow comrade, as I take a bow.
Mo, are you there? Okay. Thank you so much, Comrade Austin. Thank you. I'll just call Joe to take the mic. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Ndidi, our co-host.
Joel, are you there?
Yeah, good evening. Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Good evening.
Oh, yes, I can.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear
Thank
you loud
you.
and clear. We can
Greeting
hear
to
you.
greeting to each and every one of you, most especially our chief host, Dr. Mo, and the co-host, Ndidi. Yeah, tonight I'm going to make protest against the situation that APC-led administration thrown us into. Before 2015, even though there are security challenges, it is not at this level. A lot of people were killed under APC-led administration compared to where they took it from. Every person in Nigeria today is in IDP camp. We sleep in our houses with two eye opens. And it is not only restricted to Northeast, it is not only in North Central. Last 2 weeks, a young man at close to NNPC police station in Enugu was caught to the point of death by Fulani herdsmen in Enugu town, not even in Osuka, not even in a forest. You can imagine what Buhari administration has brought us into. He promised to give us security. He failed, 100% failed. Now, nobody, irrespective of your capacity, you cannot withhold the insecurity situation in the country at the moment. My cousin was traveling from Makwi to the village for a burial. On their way with a bike that conveyed them, they met Fulani on the way. As I speak, she's receiving treatment in Jos University Teaching Hospital. Look at the country we found ourselves. See how they promised us to curtail corruption. Corruption in APC administration is growing at what I will refer as geometric progression. You see that? APC, we have not seen the kind of corruption in the history of Nigeria than what we are seeing today. Everywhere at the federal government, they keep on looting money, taking it to where they store it. In fact, a confidant told me that the money they move each and every day on Friday elsewhere to the north is too much, using Air Force jets. This is a situation we found ourselves. It is unbearable. Now, concerning poverty issue, the APC governments have thrown Nigeria into poverty than ever before. Every person in this country, we are in endemic poverty. All of these things, the evil that they brought to us, in the name of let my own lead, in the name of yes, it is not about competence. It is what, this is my brother and all of that. Look at the areas of appointments. There are senior officers, for instance, in EFCC. He boycotted all the procedures and brought this young man, and he has bastardized everything that has to do with Financial Crime Commission procedure. So all of these things, if you take them in and scale them and weigh them side by side with what is being done in the international community, we see that the foundation of what we are, where we are before the Buhari met us, he has took us back 100 years back. And then for us to get it right, then we have to have a legitimate government in place, not a selected government. That is why I am lending my voice this period to judiciary to do what is just, what is righteous, what is fairness, that as they continue, as they sit from 10th, 12th, 13th, they should remember that the whole world is watching them. They should remember that our ancestor that suffered for this country is watching them. The taxpayers are watching them. They should do what is right. Compare and juxtapose what we have collected at the polling unit and then what we also collected from Jiva. Compare and contrast and give us fair judgment. And then, as we have been saying, that let the judgment be, live transmission. Let them oppose to our yearning, our aspiration. All of us want to be part of it as they kickstart the movement. What else can we say? This country, like where they came, they met dollar at one something. Where are we now? Dollar is 800, 700, even not even a black market official price. So this government has no moral stance to swear in whosoever to continue. APC government is a totally failure. Like now they are recruiting people to give it, to pay stipend to them, but they have hijacked the process. It is not democratic. They have hijacked it and even selling the funds to poor masses. I met a woman who told me, bought this phone at rate of 3,000, which is supposed not to be so. That is why we are crying. And therefore, having said all of this, call on Nigerian youth that they should stay fast. They should wake up, stick their heads, come out like a tortoise, and stand firmly to ensure that right thing is being done in this country. We have been following all of these executive committees of hoodlums for about 100 years now. We've fed up with them. We've fed all the policies and programs for poverty alleviation does not hold water because they hijack the process. And we want everything to be transparent. We want everything to be accountable. I therefore call on both national stakeholder, local stakeholder, state stakeholder, international stakeholder who are progressive in nature to join hands with Free Nigeria movement to ensure that right thing is being done. For me, if international organization will support us, what they send in as aid, they will now in turn use it to enhance and also help their people. We have all what it takes to also provide aid to other nations. We are second in oil production in Africa, and then we assist globally. So it's enough, and then our arable lands are also there. Let me say this before I forget. In fact, farmers can no longer farm. I was told in some part of Nassau State that land have been taken from them by aliens. You see, a person that sits in his old town can no longer farm. How can he feed and also train his children in school? And this is the only means of their livelihood. So we need to have it done correctly, and this is the right time. If you fail to do it correctly now, we will never achieve it again for life. I know what I am talking. I therefore call on religious leaders, either pastors, imam, ararama, reverend father, and every other person. Let us unite together for the development and security of this nation. Thank you, and God bless us. I yield the mic.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hear you loud and clear, and thank you for your submission. Shall we go straight to Ned Gideon? Ned, the mic is yours.
Of course, I'm Ned Gideon, a bona fide Nigerian, and thank God, I'm very happy. Each day, May 29 draws close. I'm happy that President Muhammadu Buhari is about leaving. Sir, with all due respect, you've spoiled so many things. You've actually, if permit me to use the word vandalize, you've vandalized so many things, and you've put us through so many pains. We've endured a lot, and we can't actually wait for you to leave. We are yawning, waiting for you to leave.
Could you mute your mic, please? Everyone, could you mute your mic if you're not speaking? Yo, mute your mic. Who else? If you're not speaking, please just mute your mic. Thank you.
Okay. We can't wait for you to leave. And please, leave. Don't stay beyond 29th of May. Please, I'm begging you, leave. We are tired of you. We can't wait. Please, leave. On the other hand, I want to say the time is now. We'll be saying when Obi goes to court, all of us come out. That's for the obedience. And when Atiku also say that everyone that believe in what they believe. But me, I'm a true Nigerian. And if you are an obedient, if you are an Atiku supporter, if you are a true Nigerian, and come Monday, you did not come out, you did not leave your work to come out, you don't leave what you're doing to come out on the streets, you have actually failed your country. You did not just fail your country, you have failed yourself. You have failed your generation. And I'm saying this with all bold because, one, there is no other way we can fight this, except, in fact, if you can't come out for just a protest, when it comes to like carrying arms, will you come out? Will you be able to really have the mind? Will you have the guts? You are scared of what happened in NSAS. That's why you don't want to come out. This is not NSAS. This is about Nigeria. This is about the food you eat. This is about the road you work. This is about everything that surrounds you. It's about the price of garri in the market. It's about the price of toothpaste. It's about everything, the food you eat. So I expect you to live wherever, because no matter any money you make or what, you're going to spend it in a twinkle of an eye because it will not have value. Like I said, there is nothing, will I say, a president that won election through a criminal or unconstitutional way, it does not have anything good to offer. And I do not believe in you, Tinubu. I don't like you. Sorry, Space, I'm taking it personal. Yes, I'm taking it personal. I don't like you as a person. I don't like what you stand for. I don't like your method of doing things. I don't like your background. In fact, I know my school. I know where I went to school. I know my village. I know my people. But you, I guess you don't know yours because you've not actually been able to provide yours. So I don't like anything about you. It's very personal for me. That being said, and of course, the method which you are coming through is very unconstitutional. So I have two things against you. I don't want you. And Nigerians don't want you. Nigerians have said it through the votes they cast on the 25th of February that they don't want you. And you keep imposing yourself on us. And you're going about it to extreme. We don't want you. Please go and take a chill pill. Please go and rest. And for the people who are putting up to ban protests, you better get warmed up, because it's our fundamental right to protest against what we don't like, what we don't feel comfortable in Nigeria. And you can't shut us down. You can't shut us up. You can't do that. So tonight, I'm calling on all the obedient. I'm calling on all the articulates or articulators. I'm calling on all love of Nigeria. Get ready. It's about time we took our country back. It's that time. The time is now. We have to do this. And in case you choose to the luxury of your home not to do it, I, Ned Gideon, I'll be out there. I'll fight for Nigeria. I'll fight for my country. I fight for what I believe in. This is my country. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not letting anybody who wants to take over it, or one little small set of people who will be one corner determining the fate of this country. That is over. It has ended. As long as this election is concerned, as long as this time is concerned, that is over. This time around, we will practice true democracy. It's that we'll practice true democracy, or we'll forget everything about democracy. That's it. That's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ned. Thank you. Just like you said, we are encouraging people to go out there. We've already started hearing that the dates have been moved slightly to Monday instead of Wednesday. So we encourage each and every one of us to go out there and just lay out exactly what we are asking for. Because if we don't go out, the judiciary will not know that we are watching them. They need to see us standing there in the rain, sun, and whatever, and just standing there and protesting, demanding a mandate to be returned. So let's do that. Thank you so much. Comrade Fortune, the mic is yours. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm happy because things are getting better. And I want to reiterate one more time to the Nigerian people, to the judiciary, that the Free Nigeria movement is not about any tribe nor religion. It's not about any ethnic enclave. We are neither Igbo nor Hausa. We are neither Yoruba nor Ibibio, nor Kanuri, nor Funali. But we are simply concerned Nigeria. And the fights which we have engaged ourselves in, the struggle which we have engaged ourselves in, is not about Peter Obi, neither is it about the obedient, neither is it about Labour Party or PDP. Or is it about APC? No. But it's about the soul of this country called Nigeria. I want to retreat this to the judiciary, that what we are doing is not for a particular individual, but it's for Nigeria as a country, to get Nigeria on the path of progress, on the path of justice, on the path of peace, to uphold and respect our dear constitution that guides us. And under this note, I want to call on the judiciary and to remind them that the theme that has been set to look into this matter, I want to remind you guys that you took an oath of office. You took an oath to protect, to uphold the constitutional provision of Nigeria. The ball is on your court. Mahmoud, let me don't call him professor. Mahmoud has messed the system up. INEC has messed the system up. But it's on your table to turn it around, to remind INEC that no, Nigeria is not a banana republic. I want you guys to remind INEC, Mahmoud, that we are guided by our constitution. And we cannot live outside the constitution. And the constitution is no respecter of person, is no respecter of individual. I want to remind you, the judiciary, the team that has been set to look into this matter, that the life of Nigeria is now in your hands, for either make it or mar it. We have a constitution. We have electoral laws, which was signed into law by President Mohamed Buhari in 2022, and upon which he himself has vowed to uphold. Even the professor, no, let me stop calling this professor. Even Mahmoud himself assured Nigerians, even in Chatham House, that he will play by the electoral law, that he will respect and obey the electoral law, that he will enforce the electoral law. But bribe and corruption that has eaten deep into him, that will destroy him in no distant time, covered his face, and he turned Nigeria upside down. But why I'm happy this evening, because we have still confidence in the judiciary. And we know that this team of great men and women that has been appointed to review the electoral law, to review the electoral process, to review the constitutional provisions of Nigeria that determines who actually becomes a president, is in their table. And I know that they will do justice to it. That is why we are crying. That is why we are protesting. That is why that we will take this protest to the premises of the courts. And we'll take the protest to their individual homes to let them know that, yes, the mandate is in their hand to make Nigeria a better place. That, yes, the authority is within them to look at the provisional constitution of Nigeria and uphold it and respect it. We are aware that the APC and the Tinubu cabal are not sleeping. We are aware that they have their own plans to disrupt the judicial process. But I know that this great team of men and women who fears God first, who respects and upholds the constitutional provision of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, will abide by the provisions, and they will give Nigeria justice. Because if they don't do it, I wonder what Nigeria will become. I wonder what Nigeria will turn out to be in the hands of a drug baron as a leader. They know quite well that even them to travel out as a judge, for you to travel out under the leadership of a drug baron will be difficult, because anywhere you step your foot in, you will be regarded as one drug personality, and you will not be respected anywhere you step your foot. Not only them, but every Nigerian. That is why this time I am calling on every Nigerian, the youth, the women, the men that are all over the places, that are watching things while it goes wrong, to rise up and save this nation. And I'm calling on all of us that have started this struggle that we should not relent. We should be strong enough. We should be strong enough. Let's mobilize the women continuously as we have always done. Let's continue to mobilize the youth to come out en masse on Monday and every other day that the hearing will hold, to tell the judiciary that we are with them. We are with them and we give them the support that they need. And you know they need our support to do the right thing, because pressure is on them from the evil side. And they need also they need the greater amount of pressure from the good-spirited Nigerians to put them on their toe. And that is what we are doing. And I believe with all our efforts, God on our side, we will not fail. Nigeria will reclaim its lost glory. Nigeria will be signed off on the corruption list, top list that we have been. A Briton said Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. They are not worried about that statement. And they are not doing anything to curb or to stop that statement from existing. Nigeria being fantastically corrupt. He's not even worrying the leaders. Because if he's worrying them, INEC will not do what they have done. Mahmoud will not even attempt to do anything, having in mind that the whole world has known us to be fantastically corrupt. But all the same, he has done what he has done. And the repercussion he will face, be it now, be it tomorrow, Mahmoud will never escape the repercussion of his actions. Mark it. So I urge on every one of us to continue to strive hard, to continue to mobilize, to continue to struggle, to continue to protest until the judiciary repositions Nigeria in the path that God has destined us, which is the path of peace, the path of justice, the path of progress, the path of development, and the path of love, and not hatred. Thank you, guys, and God bless each and every one of us.
Thank you so much, favorite comrade. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, moving on very quickly, we just have a few more minutes left here. So if we stick to the time of 1.5 minutes, we'll be able to get round to everyone that wants to speak. So please keep it real, keep it simple and to the point. So let me call on Frank. Frank, just take the mic. Thank you. Frank, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are joining us from. And thank you, Dr. Mo, and our senior comrade for this wonderful opportunity again. I'm just going to be very quick. My protest today is to every well-meaning Nigerian. If you came out on the 25th of February to cast your vote because you believed in a new Nigeria, then just remember that the fight for a new Nigeria that works for everyone is not finished. We might have fought the first fight, but we have a greater battle to face now. So I am calling on every Nigerian, if you believe in Nigeria, if you believe in a better Nigeria, to stand up. This is the time to speak up. This is not the time to chicken out. This is the time to get your voices out on the street so that the corrupt and criminal politicians will see you and realize that it's not going to be business as usual for them. This is the time to raise your voices to those criminal politicians that have held millions of Nigerians in poverty, to realize that we are not going to take it anymore. That is enough. Is enough. We must speak up, and one way we can express our grievances is the solidarity march that is coming up on the 8th of this month and thereafter. Wherever you are, join this protest. Wherever you are, come out and make our voices loud and even louder. Because the louder our voices, the harder they hear us, and the more difficult it becomes for them to make the wrong decision. The more difficult it becomes for them, the judiciary, to see and say Nigerians are on the street. This is the first time we've seen Nigerians stood up and speak together against evil in their country. So they will have to do the right thing. So we cannot keep silent. We must not keep silent. If you think that election was stolen, so your heart was broken, so you cannot recover, this is time to wake up, because the battle has just begun and we must fight to finish if you really mean well for a better Nigeria. This is my protest.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you. Thank you. I think, Princess, this is you, isn't it? Princess. Princess, are you there? Princess?
Can you hear me? I'm here.
Yes, I can hear you now. Thank you. Just
Okay.
take the mic and go for it.
Thank you. Good evening. Yes, today I don't really have much to say, but I just want to keep saying that there are a lot of things happening that I'm really, really surprised, and it's very strange that for the first time in the history of Nigeria, we are seeing witches coming out to endorse the presidential candidate. How is this possible? What are they trying to tell us now? That Nigeria has become a coven of witches? This is really amazing. Wonders will never end in this country. Wonders will never, never end in this Nigeria. What APC cannot do does not exist. It does not exist. Because how can people come out so boldly, 300 witches, to say they endorse Tinubu? Now we can now see how he got his 8 million votes. We were wondering who voted this man. So witches are the ones that voted him. So the presidential seat of Nigeria now is now hijacked by demons and devils. So witches will now rule over people. It's not normal. We can now see everything coming to limelight. That's why they had to announce by 4 a.m. when people are sleeping. In the dark, when people are sleeping, that's when they are operating. All of them are in that coven together, including Mahmoud. Now everything is coming to limelight. We are now seeing where the country is heading to. We need to wake up and pray these people out. Demons cannot take over the affairs of this country. Whatever religion that you are, Christian or Muslim, wake up and let us pray this demon out. They are telling us that they have handed over Nigeria to the hand of Satan, because witches cannot endorse normal human beings. This is getting more interesting and more serious than we can imagine. People should think deep to this. It has never happened. With all boldness, came out 300 to say we endorse Tinubu, witches and wizards. Haba, this is really something else. We need to get up and pray. People should leave their comfort zone. This is not normal. Oh, this is not normal. I don't know how people think about these things or how they reason. But for me, this is deeper than anybody can even imagine. It's deeper. And every day, God keep bringing out these things for us to see so that we will know how we are channeling our prayers and also our movement in this. To take it now, we either take it now or we perish in this country. This is the time to take it. They have come out in daylight to tell us that they are the one controlling the affairs of this country. Satan himself, witches and wizards, demons. We need to cast them out. That is to say that this man called Tinubu is not a normal human being. He is dining with Satan. For those people to endorse him, then he is Satan himself. And that is why he keeps telling you, grab it, snatch it, run away with it. Because all they do is evil. Nigerians, I beg. Let us liberate ourselves this time. Let us liberate ourselves this time. This is getting deeper than we can imagine. Sit down and think about this. Even you yourself as an individual, praying every day for God to help you succeed. Imagine that a demon has taken charge of your business and your daily activities. Then you're no more human. You're no more human. Please, let us keep that date on the 8th. Let us come out in our numbers, because in our numbers, our strength lies. When we are out there and our voices are strong, they will know that the public court is watching them. We have to go out there and let these people know that we are not accepting this. And we will never accept this. That 29 we never hold. We will never allow devil to take charge of this country that God has endowed with so much things, good things of life for us to enjoy and have peace. Wonderful people. Nigerians are wonderful and sweet people you can ever imagine. If the life is sweet here in this country, I don't think anybody will cross over anywhere and go to Sudan or wherever that they are killing people and you can even find your way home. Nobody is even regarding us anymore as it is now. Not to talk of when these people now go and sit down there. God forbid. It will never happen. When I saw this yesterday, I said, what? Has it gotten to this in daylight in this country? People of darkness are coming to light to tell us that we are the ones in charge of this abomination. This is real abomination. We must get up, pray, hold that God that we know. God is one. Whether you're a Muslim or a Christian, God created us as one. It's man that created religion, and they have used that religion to divide us. God never created any religion. We are all from Abraham, descendant, Sarah and Haggai, Muslims and Christians together. Let us have one voice and liberate ourselves. There's no religion in heaven. When you die, you will face God. Don't let these people deceive you with religion. Don't let them deceive you with tribe. Let us look forward to that high calling of God and enjoy the life and still die and make it to heaven and enjoy heaven. We cannot suffer to hellfire. We suffer here in this Nigeria. Then you go to hell again because politicians have brainwashed you. Wake up, Nigerians, wake up already. Wake up already. This is so painful. I feel pain every time I talk about this matter. I feel I can give my own heart and understanding and reasoning to some people to know what it is, how to feel pain and how to come out of pain. We need to bring ourselves out of this pain. Nobody will. If we lie down there, they will continue. They will finish, another one will come. They will keep coming, they will keep coming until the country will fold up. Let us take it for our children and our generation. That's what I have to say tonight. Please, let us move out on the 8th and go to that court in our numbers. In our numbers. Nigerians, wake up already. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we've run out of time. What I mean,
Can I say something very briefly, please?
Yes, I'm just going to give you the opportunity. Lawman, just hold on.
The chairman of APC, I just want to bring to our notice.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
But the chairman of APC.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the chairman of APC, by virtue of what we know, he is what we call Ajano. He's a wizard, the chairman of APC. It is not surprised that the witches 300 of them in numbers are coming out to endorse Tinubu. This is because the chairman of APC, this is based on what, not them say, based on what I know. They call him Algeno. He is a wizard, just for your own information. So it is not a surprise to us.
Okay. Thank you so much, Norman. Thank you. And Victoria, I don't know if you want to say something very quickly before we close, because you
I have not said anything. I was not the one that spoke.
Oh, who spoke?
I don't know. I was not the one.
Sorry, I thought it was Lawman that spoke.
No.
Oh, sorry. Lawman, go ahead. Just 1 minute so that we can close. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My protest this night goes back to the judiciary. The judiciary, I know I've had a lot of interface with the judiciary over the years, and they are experts in subversion of justice. But I would want them to know that this time around, the subversion of justice, if they attempt it, it is going to consume the entire nation. And how have they in the past subverted justice? One, they try to suppress facts and facts that are given, evidence that are given, they suppress it, just the way Mahmoud and his cohorts suppressed the voters' will in the 25th of February election. Secondly, they try to create facts that never existed just to justify whatever thing they are doing. As we are talking now, instead of researching on how best to deliver justice, most of them are researching on how to justify evil, so that how to justify what they will deliver as judgment. The judgments they want to write, as usual, might be the one that have been written by Festus Keyamo over the time and to be handed over to them to read. But I am warning that the judiciary should be very, very careful this time around, because there will be no hiding place for anyone if they go against the will of the people. That is my protest tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Victoria, do you have anything to say very quickly before we close? Sorry, Solomon is going to have to be tomorrow for you, because we've run out of time. If Victoria is not saying anything, then we'll...
Good evening. Yes. Good evening. I was so shocked this evening when I turned my television at Wazobia and I saw these Nigerian witches and wizards in those Tinubu inauguration, and that they have released 300 witches and wizards, so that they will nobody will stand against his induction. I'm calling on youth. I'm calling on youth to please come out, because this one, we can't just take it for granted. We should come out and stand and believe in our God. We are not witches and wizards. We are the children of the Messiah. We are the children of God. Please, I'm begging the youth, come out and join us on this protest. This is just what I want to say this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Thank you. We heard you, and hopefully the youths have heard you as well. So with that, we're going to have to close for tonight. Before we go, we just need to do the usual things that we do. I mean, let's start by saying the pledge together. Shall we say the pledge at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. I pledge
to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all strength, to defend, uphold our good and unity. So help me God.
Amen.
Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. For those
good
of us
good night.
We'll speak tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Love you. Thank you, my people. Thank you. Love you too.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Frank, do you have access to the end button?
Okay, all right, yes.
Good
I'll
night,
end it.
everyone.
All right, good night,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.